Hello all, welcome to the forest. This is a reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Anything, nothing. If you just want to chill, that's all right with me. Today we'll be looking at where you are currently on your path, and I'll be drawing some cards on where you want to be. And then I'll also be asking our guides, the energies, the universe out there, what they see ahead to help guide you, whether that is in love, life, work, etc. Usually they can see a lot more than we can. And then I'll also be drawing a card for balance at the end, focusing on the element that comes out to help guide you on your way. And I just want to say that we welcome all guides, elements, energies, angels, and all the forces of good that are looking out for Aries today. And I ask them that they be with me and be with us in this reading. And I hope today that you find something on this journey that feels true to your heart. So all of these decks have already been saged and pre-shuffled. And today the energies that wanted to come out for you were the unicorns, and also there's an animal, at least one animal in the spirit animal deck here that wants to come out and say hi to you. Do a quick shuffle for the unicorns here and see which one wants to come out for the sign of Aries. Alright, which unicorn here wants to say hello to Aries? I like the unicorns, I like the little bit of fire magic in them. Alright. Not a race. Rush. Aries. This doesn't sound like you at all. Does it? No. No. Oh my gosh, so I am really surprised that I don't see a ram in this picture. Look at all these little animals with their horns, like just charging forward. Ooh. So we'll see what else comes up, but that's really interesting. Maybe lately you felt very rushed and you feel like you need to slow down. You may also feel like maybe things are too slow and you want to move them along a little faster. But we'll see what else comes out. See which way you're feeling there. Alright, we'll do a quick shuffle with these. Could be that you're just feeling you're very yourself lately. Very Aries, very, I'm going to do this. I'm going to plan this out and then just make it happen. And alright, which animal wants to come out for Aries today? Which animal is roaming our woods? Strolling down the paths. Maybe they're hiding. Maybe one wants to come out. Let's see. Let's see for Aries. I mean, you're just saying this is not to rush. Maybe y'all don't want to be rushed right now. Maybe there's, something going on. Okay, I had one come out. Let's see if there's any more here. Since we're not rushed. Oh no, that's too many. Any more here. Alright, so I'll also do this one since it's on the top here. And let's see. Goose, inner knowing, and dragon, supernatural. Wow, that's pretty powerful. Sounds like your intuition's kicking in. So this one's about believing in your inner self and following your path. Just letting yourself trust your intuition and going the direction that you need to go. Like, you don't need a map. You're like, I know the way, even if you've never been there before. You just feel this. And the dragon supernatural says you are the ancient wise sage. So you can change into what you need in order to get what you want. It says mastery is your destiny, rise with dignity. So it sounds like maybe there's something that you see on the horizon and you're like, wow, this makes me feel magical. This is amazing and I want to go towards it. Maybe you want to rush towards it, but you're being forced to wait. But maybe somewhere on the inside you're like, oh, but I really, really want to do this. Like, this is what I feel drawn to. This is my destiny, my path. But we'll keep going. We'll see what else comes out here. Alrighty, so some angel cards. And so ethereal tarot deck, these have already been shuffled. Alright, so where is Aries today? Where is Aries today? Aries. Where is Aries today on this path? Oh, there we go. Maybe you've had a lot of stuff going on lately and you just kind of need to focus, right? Alright, Six of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So it looks like maybe there's a decision you need to make here and you're not sure which way to go. Maybe there's something that looks really, really promising. We'll see. We'll keep going here. Alright, and then we're going to use this Angels deck here with all these pretty colors and animals. Oop, already, I'm just going to put that back in there. And pre-shuffle. What are we doing? Alright, where does Aries want to be? Where does Aries want to be? Where does Aries want to be? Oh my god. Okay, so we have the Emperor, Archangel Michael, and the Magician, Archangel Raziel. These are both major arcana cards. Very, very powerful. Very much about getting stuff done. And like I did this stuff yesterday and like just amazing power. And look at those colors too, those reds and those wings, like on both of them are just magnificent. Like maybe there's something you just want to like spread your wings and like, you know, conquer and like, alright, well that's what's coming up for that, so I'm gonna leave that at that. Alright, and then, alright, so how do we get you out of your thoughts and maybe not quite sure what path to take here, to where you've already conquered everything in existence? I mean, this sounds a little bit maybe more like, I mean, this could be anything right now. Work, it could be love. It might be that, you know, if you're dating, you're not quite sure if there's someone that you like, if you should maybe give them a try or not. It might be that maybe you're trying to decide, like, if you are dating or if this is a love thing. It might be maybe you're kind of still in your thoughts about it, really not quite sure if you want to do this or not. Maybe you see the possibilities there. Or it could be too that you do see the possibilities and you're just not able to take action on it at the moment, because it looks like, I mean, that's what you want to be able to do. You want to be able to take that action. So maybe there's something going on that's preventing you from doing so at the moment. We'll just keep going. So how do we get from point A to point B here? For Aries, the Ace of Pentacles. What else do we have for Aries? What else do we have for Aries? What else for Aries? Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot. Wow. Alright, that's really nice. I mean, that's kind of, I'm saying maybe you need to take that first step if there's something that you really want to do. Oh my god, the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. Wow. Okay. I mean, it looks like they're kind of favoring you doing this thing that you have on your mind. But I'm also seeing Pentacles are like long term. They're like that more slow moving energy. In a period of the Swords and the Wands, which are a little bit faster. The Emperor is long term. It might be, maybe this is going to take longer than you want it to. Maybe it's going to take collaboration. Let's see what else we got? What else for Aries? The Nine of Pentacles, the Star, and the Four of Swords. Wow. Let's see. Yeah, it might be that it's kind of saying that these negative thoughts you have going on here, maybe you just kind of need to give them a break. It looks like, from what I'm seeing here, that you have a decision to make between maybe letting something get to you, like whatever you're up in your head about the situation is here. Like there's something that's holding you back from, being this conqueror and going and doing the thing. I mean, the middle person here, look at them. They're planted there. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. They look kind of comfortable. The sea is behind them. There's fresh air. They're just kind of vibing. This Two of Swords isn't as extreme as some of the other ones, but they are definitely not going anywhere soon, and these swords are definitely still there, you know. And it's not that they can't like move or do anything, but they're just not. And also, I mean, they are blindfolded. For all they know, they're surrounded by people, and if they open their eye, I mean, they can't take off the blindfold. I mean, they could drop a sword, right? But who knows? That's kind of like the mentality, like the I'm stuck, kind of going maybe like even in a circle. But anyways, might be that you're trying to decide whether you should like let this thing go and move on to something else, you know. But the cards that are saying how do you get from this energy of just kind of like sitting there and being passive and not really sure what to do, I mean, where you want to be is like the complete opposite. It's like it's being in your power, it's that fire, it's that take charge energy that, yes, I'm gonna go do this thing, I'm gonna put all my power and energy into it and it's gonna get done. And I mean, that's amazing. Like, and I love that the energies that are here today are just behind you and supporting you. Like, that's what these major arcana cards are. It's not even just like the kings or anything, it's the emperor, it's the magician, it's like the long term, it's a little bit of magic but also hard work. The magician doesn't just say a couple pretty words. He's worked his entire life to do this, and he has to actually have physical things happen when he does something, because he's just could be anybody, any crazy person walking around saying whatever. So these are both like very strong, like I want to do action cards, right? And these are very like I kind of want to do something, but I don't know if I should, and I kind of maybe want to just go back to what I was doing, and I kind of just like there's a lot of like indecision there, like what you should do, if you should keep going or not. And the cards that came out to help you along the way, they're kind of saying to me, if you really want to do this, if you see this new opportunity ahead of you, you can take a minute, maybe give your thoughts a pause and figure out what you really want to do in your heart, like what you really do see in the long term. Because it looks like to me, if you really want to do this thing, they're probably going to back you up. It's looking like maybe your thoughts needed, like I'm seeing a lot of cards of rest here along the way. I'm not seeing a ton of action cards. Like the Three of Wands is like, it's probably like one of the more gentle, in my opinion, one of the more gentle wands um, cards here, because you see he's just very casually, like he's barefoot. Like this isn't like this um, crazy thing going on here. He's got these three staves. He's holding one and he's looking out over this land. Everything seems very calm, like the sun is coming up and he's just surveying it and taking a look and deciding, what's my next step here? What am I going to do? Like, who or what am I going to need in order to do this? Like, and we also see here with the 9 and 10 of Pentacles, like these are, Pentacles are slow moving energy, but they're like the very, very happy ones. They're like, this thing makes me very happy. I want to watch it grow. This is going to be my legacy forever. Especially with the Star card here too. I mean, this is something that feels very healing to you. It feels like something that you can just, chill out and enjoy yourself, enjoy the journey here. Um, And the card of rest here is the rest of your is resting your thoughts, giving your thoughts a pause. And I mean, this is between the Two of Swords and the Six of Swords. It's the Four of Swords. It's like taking those thoughts and giving them a break. It's like it could be like literally you needing to take a nap and just letting it go, you know? Especially with the Chariot here. This is universe saying, all right, like, yes, let's go. Let's keep this moving, you know? This could also be like a lot very spiritual for you. It could also be something like you feel very emotional about too. And maybe you kind of just want to dive right into it. um, but at the same time, I'm also seeing, you know, these cards are kind of like maybe this needs to be like more of a slow journey here. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles that's a beautiful new beginning, and like you're in something you feel like you want to invest something in. Like if this is work, I would say um, definitely keep working towards it. You know, one step at a time. Um, yeah, like I'm not seeing anything like super negative here. Mostly just kind of do you, but maybe it's going to take you a little bit longer to get there. It might be that you do get up in your thoughts about it sometimes, like, is this worth it? Is it not worth it? They're kind of saying, like, if you really want to do this, if you want to make this happen, you might just need to be a little bit more chill in your thoughts there, you know? Maybe trust your intuition, especially with this not a race card, you know? Like, maybe it's something you really want to rush headlong into, and maybe for some reason you can't. So I'm just going to try to clarify the Six of Swords and the Two of Swords, like where you are now. If they could give me any more details on where you are now. Where are you now? Looks like you're in your thoughts about things. Two of Cups. All right. That's something that you love. The Death card. So this could either be a, oh no, that one flew up. I'll go grab that real quick, hold on. So I did that thing where I accidentally hit the button instead of pause, but anyway, I'll just do two cards. So the card that came out was the Fool. So now, to clarify where you were, we have the Two of Cups, the Death card, and the Fool. So this could be that you're ending one relationship to start another, or ending something. Maybe you quit your job and you have something brand new on the horizon, and you're like, I really want to take this step, and I don't know if I should do this or not. You know, I feel like these cards like weirdly like almost reflect each other. You know, the way that you're like very undecided about like what you should do here, and then to have these three cards come out, one that's about like letting the old die, letting the old ways go away, you know, letting the old things fall away that don't serve you anymore. And that's actually kind of a release, you know, that is a release. That's in order to let anything new come in, you have to let the old go. And the Fool, you know, that's the incarnation of that death. You know, this is the rebirth. This is somebody who is fully healed saying, I'm taking this leap, I'm doing this thing. And the Two Cups is about love. So this is about whatever that you are just loving the crap out of right now in your life, you know. It could be work, it could just be love, it could be a project you're working on. I mean, this could be maybe just needing to take that next step, you know, after, you know, maybe letting go of whatever these swords are here in order to make that next step to start this journey. That's kind of how I'm seeing this. The Two of Cups isn't just love. It's also, it's co-creation. It's working with spirit. It's working, I mean, this can even be self-love, you know. I mean, this could be maybe even you starting over, like a brand new you, like doing your thing, conquering what you need to do in order to reach, you know, your potential as as an Aries, as who you are, um, you know. But it looks like whatever you had going on in the past, you just need to let it go. It's not going to help you. It's just going to drag you down. It's just putting you in that indecisive mode. That's what's holding you back from being the emperor, are just your thoughts. You just have to let things happen how they're going to happen here. You have the chariot on your side. You have cards of rest. You have like all these ambitious cards and cards of like, I'm going to go out and do this thing, and I want this for the long term. And that's just amazing. This is something that you really feel very strongly about, and that's probably why you're in your head about it. But I would say that you just need to be patient, maybe. The death card, I mean, this could be heartbreak. I mean, maybe you just need to give yourself more time. Maybe you need to give the other person more time. Um, or this situation or whatever, because sometimes, that can be a process in itself. And it might be also that, maybe this Two of Cups, this thing that's, you know, um, kind of in your life right now that feels like it's there for a purpose that is helping you and guiding you, whether this be like another person, a project, or your work. It looks like they're saying, it's okay to like throw yourself into that right now, and maybe let go of some of those thoughts that are plaguing you. Let those die with the past. The past is in the past. Look ahead to the future. You see him looking back there, and what's ahead of you. Same thing here. You're right back to the water, and here you have him looking out, like, oh, what should I do? And there's so much there, right? I mean, there's an immense amount of possibilities out there, and these cards underneath here are saying the universe is backing you up in letting go of the past and embracing the future. They're on your side, especially with this Ace of Pentacles here and the Chariot, the Star, the Nine and Ten of Pentacles, and then you with the Emperor and the Magician. So I'm going to wrap it up there and just say keep doing you, stay in your power. If you don't forget Emperor mode, that's long-term planning, that's boss mode, that's get up, get 'em energy, but also don't run people over in the process. I'm just going to say that. Especially with that Magician card there, that's very, very powerful energy. And you are a very powerful sign. You're an Aries. Like, if you want to get shit done, it's going to get done. But don't forget that not everyone around you is fireproof. Some of us, I mean, I'm not saying if I'm fire or not. I think everyone probably has a little bit of fire in them, right? But you know what I'm saying with that metaphor? People process things differently, they react to things differently. Don't forget to take the people around you into account as well. I mean, with these cards here with the blindfold and not really looking, and even with him, jumping off the edge, like that's a lot of like kind of not looking where you leap, not really looking, thinking about things. But these cards are long-term plan ahead cards. So take time to think about things, figure out where you are, where you want to be, right? And then also take into account the people around you, your feelings, their feelings, the things, trust in your intuition and trust that the things that are going to come into your life from this are there to help you, you know. Um, but anyway, I think that's it for now. I'm going to do one more card here for an element. So an element that Aries should embrace. Oh, Lord. I love them. Okay, the Dreamer, Archangel Metatron. That's the Fool card again. So that's neat. We had that one show up twice. So out of all the cards here, so that little one that's in the back of your thoughts right now, where you're not quite sure and you're trying to balance things out, what way should you go? They're saying if you want to do a new you, new whatever you have going on, like embrace that. I mean, this card's pretty neat here. It looks like, like there's a portal to another world opening up. And there are all these beautiful creatures, and he's got his little dog there, like, and he's like looking ahead, like looking out to the future. So, embrace that. I mean, honestly, like, I love that, like with the Fool and the Emperor here, like especially like with his stance in this one. I feel like this is the first step, and it is the first step, but going towards this, like you have to have that little bit of, that energy, that little bit of adventure, that little bit of even fear sometimes to take that first leap, that first step into a new world because you don't know what to expect. And they're saying that you can expect to be the emperor if you play your cards right, right? you know, um, you know, invest in those things that you should. Take a break when you should. Try not to overthink things, but think about the world around you, think about the people around you and what you want to invest in long term. And remember that this isn't a race, all right? Not a race. Trust your inner knowing, and they are on your side. If you need to change something in order for this situation to happen, plan it out, do it, embrace it. All right, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much.